Well, I took a trail from the highway I'd never taken before. Didn't see any bears or people, but I saw a lot of work done on the trail to clear it out. Looks nice here. And, oh, somebody else down there. I'll have to find this trail or this road with my motorcycle one time. Hey, who is this Martin Pariseau? You know, there's topics I haven't finished in my Zen and the art of talking about the human condition while riding my motorcycle back up north. And one topic I didn't totally finish talking about is food. And I believe compared to you, 99.998% of you people primates I share DNA with, a species truly called the Homo communia, which means under the Homo genus, the common man-woman of this epoch, the epoch that you have recently turned into the Anthropocene. Yeah, I'm the top of the food chain, and you know why? Not because I want to eat you. I'm not going to make any jokes with that. But, you know, in my travels in different countries, finishing my research for my own theory on HSD, a theory that talks about a variety of human domestication syndromes that is at the root of what you've done to each other to devolve yourselves as a species. And forever you've passed the ability to self-correct this. Forever unable to go back to what may have been either your creator or evolution's attempt to create something potentially very special for your species to contribute to the biosphere, possibly related to a global brain. And being spacefaring in a responsible way, that if there are other species out there, they wouldn't shoot us down before we left the solar system for the protection of life in the galaxy. It is because I'm the top of the food chain, because in my travels and in the last few years being a minimalist and being very poor, I've discovered that even without water, fluids, or food, or even when access to not the greatest healthy ones, is my physical prowess and my mental prowess seems to far exceed yours. I don't think that vehicle can come up here. I'd be surprised if they did. Let's see what happens. But there might be a road down there on the left. Yeah, that's where it is. Still looks challenging, though. But that lady looks like she knows what she's doing with that Honda. And so I might go down there with the motorcycle one time. It looks like pretty flat rock. I'd even go check it with the bicycle before I go up the other trail I haven't tried, which goes to the left because I came from straight. So it's not just that I can do better than you in human potential, physical and mental, and be very resilient with less nutrition, but it means that in the coming times ahead, I'm not as worried as you if my favorite consumable product is not available, or food is hard to come by, or it raises in price, which it should, because, you know, we need it to kind of not be over-consumers, for one thing. But I find I don't need to panic like you do. And I'm prepared for the future, and I find that I've trained myself very well to develop a lot of different types of human potential. And of course, I can't do the global brain by myself, and it's too late to do it with you guys. But I'm connected to an ecocentric worldview. I'm not saying I'm in touch with some sort of biosphere greater power. I am not. But if I'll say a prayer, I'll often mention, and a prayer not in a religious way. A prayer is kind of sending it out there through you, and of course it might not go anywhere or be received anywhere, but the concept of prayer in the sense that you are communicating something that is outside of your power, outside of your ability to control, and doesn't require being something you're requesting. It could just be a gratitude. But that causes spiritual healing. And that's a good reason to send things out there to the greater power that you may or may not believe in, that may or may not exist. It's not relevant that it exists. You don't need to shove your fictional deities' ideas down anybody's throat to benefit from the concept of spirituality. So me, if I'll say a prayer sometimes and it's rare, of course, if I lived on the planet Avatar, it wouldn't be rare because there would be a global brain in the Avatar movies on that planet that, because we left the solar system, we're going to destroy another heaven to maintain our ways as heaven destructors. So when I send it out there, I'll say Soul 3, I'll say Collective Unconscious, I'll say a Gaia, I'll say the Biosphere, Mother Earth, whatever. I'll say a few different titles where for me sending it out there is okay to be limited to, the planetary scale. And it exists, and I'm part of it, and I understand how it works more than most of you. And therefore, what I send to actually exists, and therefore benefits me more. And I can explain many things about the Earth System Science, many things about the psychology of spirituality. And again, I'm sorry, but compared to you, I'm the top of the food chain.